Hello, so nice that you have dropped by. So the beginning of the year has still been very cloudy period, so if I would like to play it safe, I would put my camera away and watch some TV at night and go to sleep early, but that would be pretty boring, don't you think? So against all odds, I am still trying to hunt some northern lights, even though the chances are so small. But let's see, is it worth it or not? January 20th. It was the second time in January that it is even possible to see the stars in the sky. According to the weather forecast, it actually should have been cloudy in southern Finland. But the clouds went away. I checked during the day the weather forecasts and thought that the clouds might disappear because it was not that large area that should be cloudy. So I charged my batteries just in case the sky would be clear. In around 10 p.m. the BC dived close to -5 and I was wondering should I go or not. The chances were pretty small to see the lights this south. Then again, the sky was finally clear, so I decided to go and try my luck in a place that I have not been visited this season. I headed to Vihti and one nice field there. It was nice to see the stars for a long time. Hello there and welcome to Vihti. I came here because the BC was diving in about -4 and it should be all clear sky tonight. So I had to come and see, but now there is very much mist in here, so let's see, can we see the sky or not? I like this place because there is nice like a building there, an old barn or something. So I really like it in the pictures. I have been here a couple of times and I really like this place. It is quite near the big roads, as you can see there. And from the other side also, I think there is another road there, right there. So there is quite a lot of traffic here. The trucks goes in the night also. But still I like this place because it is pretty easy to come here. But in this crazy mist, I don't know, can I see anything tonight? But well, you have to try always because the clear nights are so few nowadays. So I think every clear night I have to try to see the northern lights. But let's see how it goes. It is now -7 degrees, but it feels a lot more colder. But I have warm clothes and gloves and everything, so I should be okay. And I am seeing the stars. They are showing pretty well. But the mist is covering the north, so I don't have a clear shot to the north sky. The mist was so thick that I didn't even put my time-lapse camera taking pictures. I wonder what animal has made these tracks. My guess is a lion. Roar. And these tracks, I think they are from Bigfoot. I have heard some legends of the Bigfoot wandering in Vihti fields and hunting some northern light spotters. So I have to be really careful that the Bigfoot doesn't get me. It's a bit shame that the north sky is covered with the mist, but in the south there is like clear sky, so it is a bit shame because if I would shoot in that direction it would be okay, but if I shoot in that direction in the north, then it's all covered with mist. Maybe I will wait a while and let's see, does the mist go away or does it stay? But either way, this has been a fun trip. There is some truck going there. There. Hunting the trucks on a budget. And the Bigfoot hasn't got me yet, so I'm still safe. So there is still a lot of mist in the north sky, so I will call it a day. And thanks a lot for watching and see you next time. Bye bye. So the mist did not go away, and as I got to the car, the northern light meters were not promising at all. So I headed straight to home. In the next morning, the BC was diving long times between -5 to -10, and in Canada there were amazing northern lights. It was KP4 at 8 AM Finnish time. The timing was again not in my favor, but then again I wouldn't have seen the lights in the mist anyway. The next predicted clear night is about a week ahead, and there is forecasted KP5. So I hope that I have better luck then. Mist and clouds, my two top favorite things. A little info about vlogging. Nowadays there are so many YouTubers out there, so this could be a good information for you. When I started to do this program, I took every video with this 22mm lens, but it is so close-up picture, so it is not that nice. So this is better the wide lens, the 10 to 18mm, so you can be closer to the camera and the sound is better and the image is better because you are not like totally close to the picture. So this is really good. And the kit lens works also pretty well in vlogging, the 15 to 45mm, so it is good if you're shooting like handheld video. The 22mm is pretty close up, the 10mm is good, and the 15 is somewhere in between, so it is also good. Here is just a quick samples of the 22mm lens, 15 to 45mm lens, and 10 to 18mm lens. So you will know the difference. And this light is also very handy, because if you are shooting anywhere, it is like, it looks okay, but with this light, this little light, it looks so much brighter, and it works in outside pictures also, because it gives a little bit more light to your face, and you can also change the color temperatures, whatever you want. So if you're outside, it would be like this, and inside you can do like this. And it is great to have with you. It gives a little bit more light to your face if you're talking to the camera. So it is good to have some light also with the natural light around you. January 28th. After many cloudy nights, it was again time to go and hunt some lights. I checked the northern light meters during the evening and nothing really happened. Then, very late, it started to happen. So, I had to drive somewhere near. Hello there and welcome to spot some northern lights again with me. I'm in the usual place, the Vihti, Nummela and Hiipu. The BC dropped in -5 in around midnight, so pretty late this night. But I thought I maybe come and check. There might be some chances to see some northern light bow maybe. And it is great that the sky is clear, so let's see. After the BC drop, the timing should be perfect. But many times the values are not enough in this south. Okay, now I have set up my cameras and the sky is still clear, so I'm hopeful that I could see some northern lights tonight. In my experience, the later the night goes, the more difficult it is to see the northern lights in southern of Finland, because I think the northern light, like the oval or the northern light ring, it turns all the time with like Earth. So I think there is not that much chance to see the northern lights because the BC dropped so late this evening. I think the oval is still in Lapland and maybe it goes in like Iceland and stuff like that. It is farther from southern of Finland, but I will still give it a chance and let's see does the northern lights come or not. It is again super slippery and I don't even have the potkukelkka which I had in my holiday place, so I have to be careful so I won't fall down. There is now really nice ice in the lake because there isn't no snow on the ice, so there would be really nice reflections from the ice if the northern lights might appear, and let's hope I will see something tonight. The ice is cracking every now and then, I think when I step in this little pier, so the ice around me like moves a bit and then there is a really big cracking noises here in time to time, but it's a bit scary. But it is a common thing that the ice will make all kinds of noises, so I'm not too scared. It is now like -5 degrees and it feels like -10, and here is my time-lapse camera taking pictures and my glove is breaking. So there are the news in Vihti today. No northern lights, but everything else nice. So, no northern light yet. It's like 1 o'clock and the BC is still diving in around -5 and stuff like that. So there might be some chance to see the northern lights tonight. But now the clouds are also gathering in the sky. So I think it's a bit long shot after all. But I will wait here just a bit and see how it turns out. Okay, now it is almost 2 o'clock in the morning and the KP is promised to be 4 in 2 o'clock. The clouds covered all the sky, but I have used to that, so it is not a surprise after all. But it is still a shame because I would love to see some northern lights again because it has been so long time. After the clouds came, I started to think about my timing. It should have been almost perfect time to arrive to the shore after the BC drop. I started to look closely to my pictures. Maybe something has been captured there. And for my surprise, there actually were a very dim northern lights, just as I had predicted because of the BC drop. There was also a cloud in the way, and that was probably one reason I did not notice the lights. It was the first time that I have seen the lights without even knowing that I had seen them. Fun fact, At that night, it was the only Northern Light sighting in the Finnish Northern Light Spotters Facebook group that has more than 30,000 members. Okay, I don't know is this really a sighting or not. It was not the coolest lights I have ever seen, that's for sure. But better than totally cloudy night? Oh well, just a bit better. Well, how about that? After all, some northern lights in the sky. I thought there wouldn't be anything but perfect. Okay, now it is very late. Now I have to go home, but thanks a lot for watching and bye bye. So, some mist, trucks and northern lights that were so weak that I didn't even see them. What a great start. Let's see what comes next. I am still trying to spot some lights when there is even a slight possibility. It is pretty desperate try, one might say, but I'm sure I wouldn't see anything if I didn't even try. Hello and welcome to Lake Boodum with me. The KP is now 4 and the BC dived around -7 earlier tonight, and I came to here to check. The weather forecast said it would be partly cloudy and it should be partly cloudy in like every place I thought I could go. So I came in the easiest spot I could find because I thought if it is cloudy, so I don't want to drive like 1 hour in somewhere and then it is cloudy and it is like useless trip. So this was so close to my home, so I could just come here and see if it's cloudy or not. And I just came and it is partly cloudy. I think there is much clouds in the sky, but it isn't like the thickest clouds because I can see the moon, for example, and some of the stars. And let's see, does the northern light come? And let's see if they are visible in this south or not. It is pretty cold night now. It is like -7 degrees and it feels like -12 or something, but it is okay weather. And there is full moon. It is like almost full moon. It was full moon yesterday and now it's like 99% moon or something like that. So that is the one thing that always weakens the northern lights. So it may not be possible to see the northern light this south, but I will try and let's see how it goes again. I thought that was some drone, but maybe it's just an airplane. Or maybe it's UFO. Do, 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 do. So, as you can see, the moon is very bright at the moment and it is showing behind the clouds. So there is this thin clouds in the sky, but I was hoping that the northern lights would show behind the clouds, but I'm not sure is it possible or not. The moon is shining so brightly, so it is possible that it will weaken the northern lights, but let's see. And I put my time-lapse camera again in the usual spot, in there. And look how bright it is with the moonlight. I kind of like the sights with the moonlight because there is so much snow and it is beautiful. But I would just hope there would be some northern lights also, but now the focus didn't. Hey, now it got me. And there are the lights of the Oita behind me. And there is again some UFO going there. Or maybe it's an airplane. Maybe I will start to spot some trucks, clouds, mist and airplanes. That would be my next hobby, I think. It is very unusual to spot the northern lights in this south of Finland, but now it has become almost impossible because of the clouds. Every month is super cloudy, so there is like 0 chances of seeing the northern lights these days. But I will still keep my hopes up and maybe I can see some northern lights this spring. Or then I will spot the clouds, mist and trucks and airplanes. Okay, so no luck today, but I have to try every time it is like slightly possible. But let's hope I will see some northern lights soon again. Thank you for watching and bye bye. So the clouds blocked the sky, and with the strong moonlight, it wouldn't be possible to see the lights even if the sky would have been clear. But I would have wanted to even try to spot some lights. The shapes of the northern lights. Northern lights can appear in many shapes. The shape is much affected of the place where the light are seen. The same light that is seen in Lapland straight above can be seen in southern Finland far in the north sky. Bow. The most common shape is the northern light bow. If there is a bow in the north sky, it can be that there is even more northern lights coming. For me, the bow that is seen, for example, some nearby net camera is always a sign to go and hunt some lights. The bow is spreading from the east horizon to the west. The bow is usually green, but there can be also some red in the top. Moving bow. When the northern light bow is rising higher, it is a good sign. If the bow starts to rise, there is a hurry to be in a good spot. The higher the bow rises, the bigger show is on its way. Sometimes the bow can rise all the way to the southern sky. If that happened in Lapland, the show is very big in southern Finland as well. The brighter moving parts in the bow are usually a sign that soon will start to happen. Multiple bows. When the activity is getting stronger, there can be multiple bows. It would be very nice to see multiple bows in North Lapland, since I have always admired the photos where there are many bows high in the sky. In southern Finland, they look also beautiful. Belt. In the northern light belt, the bottom of the northern light is not even anymore. And there can be seen different kind of shapes. And the lights start to live. Curtain. When looking the bow with some high beams from side, it can look like a kind of a curtain. The beams can be even hundreds of kilometers high. Strong northern light curtain is very beautiful and magical thing to see. It is very majestic thing to witness. The size of a high curtain is hard to describe or realize from the pictures. For me, the size of the northern light curtain felt like the same as standing beside a skyscraper in New York. Pillar. Northern light pillars are beams that are in the sky with no bow. They can stay in the sky quite long time. In pillars, there can be all the colors of the northern lights. Corona. Northern light corona or northern light crown is a bow or a belt with beams viewed straight under. According to many northern light spotters, this is the most epic scene of the northern lights. I was so lucky that I got to witness a corona in season 21-22, since it is very rare thing to see, especially in southern Finland. It can be seen from example the times when CME strikes and the bow rises very high. I think the corona is very beautiful to witness, but in photographs it is not easy to figure out the size of the lights because there is rarely any other subject in the picture than the sky. Pulsating aurora. When the show is almost over, many times there is a disco lights in the sky. The lights that flash on and off. Even though the flashing lights are usually weaker than the actual show, they can look very beautiful too. Diffuse. After the show, there can be still a dim northern light area that is not moving and there is no beams anymore. Usually it can look gray to human eye, but camera can still detect the green color. I think all of the shapes of the northern lights are very beautiful, and I think it is a very special moment to see any of them. To me, it's a rare kind of magic. Hello there and welcome to spot some northern lights with me again. A couple of days ago there was pretty nice northern lights in Lapland, but in southern Finland it has been all cloudy all the time, so I haven't been even trying to see some northern lights, but tonight I might go if the clouds will go away, but let's see.
Boo, and welcome to spot some northern lights with me.
25th of February. I have wanted to see one new spot for a long time now. Saaren Kansanpuisto in Tammela. There should be great views to the north sky over the lake. It should also be pretty dark in there, like in Liesjärvi. And the northern light meters looked also promising, so it was a perfect time to go and check the spot.
Hello there and welcome to spot some northern lights with me. I'm at the Saaren Kansanpuisto. It is some kind of a national park and it is in Tammela and it is KP4 and the BC has been diving in around -5 and -7 for a long time. And in Espoo there was all cloudy and in Helsinki also. But according to many weather forecasts in Tammela, there should be all clear skies. And I just came here and it is all cloudy. I am so disappointed at my luck because every time I try to go to hunt some northern lights, there is clouds. It is always the same thing. I was pretty frustrated when I jumped out of my car and looked at the sky, and it was all cloudy and it should be all clear skies. So this is just my luck, and this month has been like impossible to see the northern lights. And now I have driven like more than an hour to get here and it is all cloudy, so this is really disappointing. But it isn't that easy to see the northern lights, and I will keep trying, and maybe the clouds will go away or then not. But either way, I will stick here for now and let's see, does the clouds go away or not.
There was a glimpse of green in the sky that could be seen from a small hole in the clouds. If the clouds will go away, there should be some northern lights in the sky, finally.
It is super cold now. It is only like -5 degrees, but it feels like -11. And I put my hand warmer into my glove because it is so cold. The wind makes it so really cold in this lake shore. And it is hard to use a camera with gloves like this. So I have like double gloves, and every time I don't use the camera, I will keep this also with my right hand, but I have also the hand warmer in here, so it is really nice in this coldness because I have to use the camera every now and then, so I cannot use it with these kind of gloves. I think there would be a better gloves in the market, but I don't think I will buy some really like professional winter camera gloves because I only go to see the northern lights every now and then, so I won't need like some very professional gloves. But the hand warmers are great, and I really recommend to use hand warmers in the winter. And this is also great because I think my face would freeze in this wind if I would stay here like many hours in the wind, and the wind is always into my face, so this is perfect. But I won't do the ninja thing tonight. Or let's see, if the clouds are in the sky, maybe I have the time to do some ninja moves again. Here is my time-lapse camera taking pictures. I point it straight to the north. I think these are some super old boats. I came to cover from the wind and I saw these cool boats here. They are pretty beautiful, I think. Maybe I could go to boating if there wouldn't be ice, but now the ice will probably ruin my boating career.
Actually, when thinking about it, they may have been some food or drinking places for some farm animals. Cows, for example, or some old school bowling alley. I don't really know. As you have seen, I am not that smart.
There is also some small coffee shop here, and in the summer I think you could buy coffee and ice cream and stuff like that in the cafe, but now it is closed. Wonder why, because it's like evening and winter and almost night. There are a pretty big parking lot here, so it is easy place to come, and in winter it was in a very nice condition, so it is always nice that you can drive safely to where you are spotting the northern lights, so that is a big thing for me always.
There is a viewpoint tower in Saaren Kansanpuisto as well. It is pretty near to the lake and it is built over some hill, so there should be very nice views from there. It is opened only in daytime, so the tower won't help in spotting the northern lights, but I wanted to still check the place. If you want to visit the tower, there is a small fee to get inside.
So here is the Näköalatorni. It's a viewpoint tower, and it is shame that it is closed in night, because I think there would be nice views from there to the lake and everywhere. But maybe in daytime it could be a nice place to visit.
It was time to go and check again the cloud situation at the shore. But before that, I noticed some footprints in the snow.
There are some lions' tracks again, so I will have to be really careful.
So, my luck has not changed. The sky was totally covered with clouds, and the only time there was a small hole in the clouds was when I arrived.
So again, no northern lights, but better luck next time. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.
I'm pretty sure there would have been some lights behind the clouds, but I couldn't see anything. So it was time to go to home empty-handed again. Tuusula. Tuusula is located about 29 kilometers from Helsinki. It is built around the biggest lake in Tuusula, Tuusulanjärvi. The second biggest lake is Rusutjärvi.
Hello and welcome to Tuusula. I will show you a couple of spots where you could see the northern lights in here. First, let's go to see Rusutjärvi. Rusutjärvi is a little lake in Tuusula. It is about 30 kilometers from Helsinki, and there are amazing views to the north sky there. There are some light pollution in the horizon, but it is a very nice place where you could see the northern lights. There is a really nice pier in Rusutjärvi, and it looks great in the pictures as well. This place is Halosenniemi in Tuusula. There are amazingly long views to the north sky here, and you could definitely spot some northern lights here also. The only downside in this place is that there is a city of Järvenpää in the north, so there is some light pollution there. But other than that, this is a wonderful place, and it is a nice place to visit any time of the year because it is so beautiful surroundings here. And Halosenniemi is about 30 kilometers from Helsinki also. Here are the views from the rocks in the shore, and it is very long views to the north sky here and to actually every direction. So it is very nice place. There are some cool museum buildings here, and the nature in here is also protected, so it is very beautiful surroundings here. There are big parking lots here, and there are even more parking space in that direction. Some of these places are only for the museum guests, so keep that in mind if you are going here, but I don't know in nighttime, but anyway you shouldn't park if it is not allowed, but there is more parking spots in there. So I think there would be enough parking spots for Northern Light spotters. Okay, that was the end of my mini tour from Tuusula. Go and have a look at the places yourself, they are beautiful. And thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye. What a shame that the beginning of this year has still been very cloudy, so there hasn't been any chances to see the Northern Lights. But I will still try to hunt the lights. Maybe I will get lucky sometime.
February 26th. After the cloudy January and February, my hope is a bit lost. I have started to question, is there any point in trying to hunt the lights, since in this south the chances are so small in general, and now the clouds and mist will ruin even the smallest chances all the time. Is it worth it to stay up all night in the freezing coldness if there is no chances at all? Even when there is predicted clear skies, the clouds or the mist can come anyway, or the Northern Lights cannot be seen this south.
Hello there and welcome to spot some Northern Lights with me. I'm at the Hormajärven Uimaranta. It is a swimming beach in Lohja and there is like great views to the north sky here. And let's hope that there is something in the sky tonight. There is now quite good chances to see the Northern Lights because there was a CME that left a couple of days ago and it is predicted that it will hit the Earth today, and the BC dropped very well and the density got higher and the speed got higher, so I think the CME hit the Earth. And I came to Lohja because I didn't want to drive anywhere further because maybe I would miss some Northern Lights if I would drive like more than an hour in some direction. But now I will just put my cameras up and hope for the best. I think there is now a Northern Light bowl there and let's hope that it's going to be a big show. It has been pretty frustrating to try to see the Northern Lights these days because there is cloudy every night and now it is predicted that there is a clear skies. So I'm very hopeful that finally I could see some Northern Lights because it hasn't been that easy as you have seen. So let's truly hope that there is something in the sky tonight. It is pretty cold night now. It is like minus 11 degrees and it feels like minus 17. So I'm like already freezing, but maybe the photographing will keep me warm as I jump into another camera every now and then. Let's hope I don't freeze to death tonight. This is actually a very nice place. I didn't know this place before. This was the first time I came here and it is very nice. There is some lights in that direction. I think it is the north, east, south. It's like west, so it doesn't matter. There is some houses there and the north sky is over there and there is like 0 lights in the north sky or in the north horizon. So it is very nice. There are these cool boats here. Everywhere it is like boat pier and I am very pleased with this place and I think I will come here again sometimes because this is very, very nice and it is not far from Espoo, so that is perfect. There is pretty nice parking lot here also and it is well kept in winter, so it is perfect. I forgot to take a video with the real camera, so I'm just now saying that it is good parking lot. There is my time-lapse camera taking pictures. Maybe I will put the light stronger, so there it is.
So will the clouds come after all, like in many nights before? Will the mist rise from nowhere? Are the northern lights visible only in the far north? Will the moonlight weaken the lights? Or will I, after a long time, actually see something? Anything could happen.
Yes, I think the bow is rising higher and higher, and there is like movement in the bow. It is so beautiful. Now I will just try to take some pictures, but this is perfect. Yes, finally I get to see some amazing northern lights. It has been so long time, but now it is truly happening. Perfect. Let's go and have a look. Oh yes, now there is definitely some northern lights in the sky, finally. I am so happy. Just look at it. It's amazing. The camera don't see it that well, but I can see it with my bare eyes very well, and it is very beautiful. And this is like perfect. Yes. Just look at that. It's amazing. So beautiful northern lights. Yes, I'm so happy. Just look at it. Oh my goodness. Can you see this? Perfect.
The northern lights danced to the sky. I haven't ever captured the lights that well in video. They were so bright. It was KP5 just before the midnight, and in the next morning even KP7. And the northern lights were visible as south as Middle Europe. It was easily one of the best shows I have ever witnessed, with the red color visible with bare eyes.
Amazing northern lights, just amazing. It looks so beautiful. They are so bright that even my camera can capture them. Yes. The northern lights are rising higher and higher. There might be even a northern light corona tonight, because they are like pretty high now. Let's hope that I can see the northern light corona. It would be my second time in my life that I could see it. Let's hope for the best.
The northern light corona rised straight above. I think the top of it was very high in the sky, hundreds of kilometers above me. And the beams were a bit weaker than a moment ago because the density dropped a little and the moonlight was also pretty bright. But still, it was the second northern light corona that I have ever seen, and it was one of the highlights of the evening.
Yes, it was perfect to see finally some northern lights, and I think this might have been the best night in this series because it was so amazing. You did see that, right? It was unbelievable beautiful, and my hands are freezing and my toes are freezing. I have the hand warmer in here, but still I have been using the camera so much with these little gloves, so my hands are like freezing. So I think I have to call it a day, even though I would like to be here even more because it is so beautiful, the Northern Light bow there and everything. But this has been so nice night, so I'm very happy. And it went into the Northern Light corona, but it was kind of a dimmer time then, and the moonlight probably make it a little bit dimmer. But I did shoot straight above, and it raised very high the bow. It was so perfect night. So thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.
It was time to head to home, but after this evening it was again clear to me why I am willing to stay up all night in the coldness. It was one of the most beautiful things I will probably ever see in my life. This night's success clears every disappointment of the useless trips, and I am lucky that I got to witness the nature's magical show. It is very unusual that the lights will rise so high this far south. It truly was a once-in-a-lifetime experience that I will never forget.
Yes, my luck changed and I finally got to see some amazing northern lights. So perfect. And remember that the solar storm is still going on and there is promised Ep07 tomorrow. So stay tuned. Thanks a lot for watching and bye bye for now.
In the next episode, let's see, will the solar storm continue in the next day? Or will the mist steal the show once again? Or will the sea monster finally get me? I am also checking a couple of new spots pretty near Helsinki.
Mist and clouds, my two top favorite things.